In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality.
What? Oh no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I am sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you are ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog."
Seriously. Dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can't hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help.
Yeah. I mean, damn. Like there's this scruffy little shit at my feet. An orphan or something, I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves a look at me and then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off.
Heavy as the crown.
Yeah. Not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess.
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things. I just give and fucking give.
Indeed. Nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation.
Look, I am telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled retarded about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however.
Yeah. I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy?
More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out. But a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it is that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pours from beneath the door. Troubling. Investigate this. There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. You've had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time to get your jam on. You pull up to your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Those beats were so fresh they belong in the produce aisle, is what you're talking about. Sucker moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons. Know what I'm saying? After beats that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert. You recapture-log the juice. Your Strife Specibus is already allocated with the blade kind of Stratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it's in your Strife deck, but you will have to capture-log it first before moving it there. The ninja sword occupies the same card as the use, expelling the juice from your Siladex. It splashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. Ah, You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey little man, how's it hanging? You take the damp towel, expelling the box. You could search the bathroom for something slightly less damp, but nah, you just decide to wring this towel out in the toilet to make it less damp. It is now just a towel. You take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours, forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You also might chat about your respective Sylodices and fetch modi, if the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he is anywhere near as smooth with his Sylodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. Stop! You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned on ever using that beta. Ever. Anyway, now that that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what? You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot tall granite statue of the mighty wizard, Sazerpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassen eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whiskers shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. She's just a committed woman. You descend to the living room area of your home's expansive open layout. There is the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it's become hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed. View Mother's solid copper vacuum statue. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much, she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night when you are in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Grab the eldritch princess. It's too big to captchalogue. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decide to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She would never be the one to blink first. Acquire umbrella for protection from elements. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll just cross that bridge later. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. That would be your refrigerator, whose surfaces have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jaspers when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it and had it welded to the door. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message, which may or may not have been directed toward anyone in particular. But you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom. But it's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you are absolutely positive no one is watching. You captchalogue the W, but that unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You'll also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick. Or maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it and then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology note. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. But you've already done something with that W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business, and that pillow is screaming for rebuttal. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. But it causes your tree to be pretty badly unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment.